Hey folks, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
So for the first one, I decided to do, I suppose you could call it a control test.
Yep.
I took 10 mils of part A,
Yep.
10 mils of part B, put it into the little medicine cup, and then a wooden spoon and just stirred it consistently at the same speed, in the same direction, scraping the sides, scraping the bottoms. And I did that for a full 5 minutes. I didn't do it that fast.
No, this was sped up.
Yeah. What I will say is throughout the whole thing, I do absolutely no bubble control whatsoever. I use a wooden spoon, a wooden lollipop stick, which is inevitably going to introduce bubbles into the resin.
Yeah.
So, because wood is porous, the resin sinks into the wood, bubbles come out.
Pushes the bubbles out.
So when I'm doing something that matters, if that makes, for want of a better way of putting it,
yeah,
I will use an acrylic spoon or a silicone spoon.
Yeah.
So, but lollipops are easy to they're throwaway, aren't they? Anyway, that's part A. That's the correct one. So it's 10 mils part A, 10 mils part B. Theoretically, that should come out not crystal clear because bubbles, but it should come out fully cured and lovely.
Lovely. Okay.
There should be nothing wrong with that one.
Apart from bubbles.
Apart from the bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm not worried about. So then it was on to the next one, where I put 15 mils of part A and 5 mils of part B.
Yeah.
Now remember, part B
is the hardener. Yes.
And between part A and part B, there is a exothermic reaction.
Well done.
Which causes the components to bond.
Yes.
And that's what makes it hard.
Yep.
So if you've got too much A, theoretically, it's not going to cure. But let's see. For the second one, I just reversed it. I did 15 mils of part B.
Yep.
And 5 mils of part A.
Yep.
And you would think that it should be super hard because it's got so much hardener in it. But obviously there's nothing for the molecules of B to bind onto.
There's not enough of the
resin.
The resin for the hardener to adhere to
bind onto. So that's this one.
Yep.
So we're 3 in.
Yeah, so you got a correct. You've got too much A
and too much B. Yeah. So the next one is so I was then I started racking my brain and thinking, right, what else can you do that makes it go wrong?
Yep.
And this one, I went and actually measured them out. Did I measure them at the same? No. This one, I stirred it too quickly. Like I stirred it like
making a cake.
Like an absolute crazy person. Yeah. So there's the right amount of B, the right amount of A. And I wanted to just demonstrate the difference between everything being the same, but in one you've stirred it slowly, consistently, correctly.
Yeah.
And in one you've just whipped it like a blooming
cake.
Like a cake. Do you whip cakes? I don't think you whip cakes.
No, well, you whip the eggs and stuff. Depends on what you're making.
Don't you just mix them? Anyway, you can see how bubbly it is. I mean, that's insane.
That's just
it's almost
cloudy.
White. It's so it is almost white. It's so bubbly.
Yeah.
And then this one, I thought, well, let's not stir it correctly. So I put 10 of A, 10 of B, and I just give it a quick stir.
Yeah.
And then I poured it. So this will be a slightly exaggerated version, but if you don't stir, this is what will happen.
Yep.
This is what it will look like. And, well, I'm just going to let you see at the end.
Yeah.
Then this was before we had our heat wave in the UK. This was when it was absolutely freezing cold.
Yeah.
I measured I measured 10 mils of A, 10 B.
Yeah.
And then I stirred it correctly.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do was see what it would look like if it was cured in a cold environment. And I put it in our window, which was really, really windy and freezing. So I was like really chuffed.
Yeah, because
I was like, thank you so much, weather. You have you know,
You've helped me
you've
out.
helped me out.
Yeah,
no
because they
end.
do recommend that if your workspace is too cold, that you actually warm up the resin before you actually start.
Yeah, but the
pouring.
resin needs to be in a room in temperature of between, depending on the resin you use, but between sort of 24.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Around 24 degrees,
Yeah.
ideally, but not too much out of the back. Now, where I dried that, it was not that. No. So then I thought, what happens if you put too much stuff in it? So I got one of my old cheapy inks and I just absolutely poured heaps into it. And I mean,
that is quite a lot.
That was loads.
So the I think the recommended is 5%.
No, it's no more than 10%.
Is it 10?
Yeah. And if I wasn't at 10%, I wasn't too far off. And I myself, I've never even come close to putting 10.
No,
more
because you
than
normally
10%.
just put like a few drops.
Yeah. But I was curious myself as to what happens if you do put absolutely heaps in.
It's quite it's quite thick there.
It is, honestly, it was like syrup. It was literally like syrup. It didn't even feel like resin.
Did it not?
No, it felt like a syrup. It was gross. I was like, oh, this is horrid. And I was there thinking, please at least dry a little bit. Because
so you could actually demold it.
So I could demold it and demonstrate. But yeah, I wasn't optimistic.
Not
with
high
that
hopes
one.
for that one.
I did not have high hopes. So with this one, again, I grabbed one of our old mica powders, and I just plonked literally heaps and heaps and heaps in. And I thought, that's enough. I mean, that was like 3 heaped scoops into...
See, normally, if I'd have done that, you'd have been like screaming at me.
Yeah, but this is the old stuff, so I'm not worried. But it's only in 10 mils of resin, because I wanted the resin to be fine. So I mixed in all of these. These tests are only 10 mils of resin, perfectly measured between A and B.
Yeah.
And then the question is, if you put too much stuff in it.
What happens if you put too much in there?
And again, it was so thick. And one of the other things I didn't do is, normally when I would put mica in, I would leave it for a few minutes just to let all the bubbles come up. Because if you've got unmixed mica, it will actually come to the top. It will rise to the top and you can stir it again. But I didn't do that. I just literally mashed it in and then poured it. And then obviously, is any video of ours complete without a heap of glitter? And this bit took me the longest because I couldn't decide which glitter I wanted the most of. No, it did. Honestly, not joking. I am not joking at all. So I just pour and pour and pour and pour.
That is a lot of glitter.
It was a lot of glitter. It really, really was. But, there we go. I mixed it all in, and then I actually thought, crikey, I'm not going to be able to pour this in. I'm just going to have to kind of,
just scrape it
in. Like I'm putting cement on something. That's what it went like.
It does look quite thick.
It's incredibly. I mean, I'd never put this much glitter in something. Ever.
No, because you're so precious about your glitter.
I'm not precious about my... Rude.
You are.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm a little bit precious about my glitter, but I like my shinies. So you can see how thick it is.
That's, yeah.
I mean, it's just literally splodging in.
That's just like, it is like syrup.
It is. It is. But it's a sparkly syrup, so I'm actually quite happy at this point. I'm not going to lie. This did make my heart sing.
Did it now?
I was like, if this works, everything's going to be like this from now on. No, it's not. I'm only joking. Because I personally think if you put too much glitter in, you actually lose a bit of the glitter, because the whole point of glitter is that the light reflects on it.
Yeah.
And that's what gives it the sparkle. So if you put too much in, it's not going to work. It doesn't work as well. Less is more.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Top tip.
So I then thought, right, let's have a go with too much paste. So again, 5 mils of part A, 5 mils of part B, and I used and I have just swapped my sticks if anybody's worrying.
Yeah.
I used one of our, I think it was Dragon from Just Resin, and I give it a good mix, and then with this stuff, you need the tiniest amount. So
that
bit
is,
there is an obscenely.
I'd probably use that much for 200 ml.
I'd use that much for probably 4 or 5. Honestly, I generally, with just resin paste, I will stir it, put my stick in, and then empty it off.
Just
and use,
scrape everything, scrape it off. So
and what's left on the thing is what you do.
Yeah, and that is normally enough.
More, yeah. So this is just, and I was
that poured a bit better.
It did pour a little bit better. So I was quite interested to see what this one cured like. To be quite honest, I was very excited about this particular test because for my own personal interest, I've seen loads of like posts and things like that where people are asking, and I'm like, well, I think it's this, but I'm not 100% certain. So it was really interesting for me to find out for myself.
Yep.
So the first thing I do is take out the correct one.
The control.
So this is correct. This is nothing, nothing upset it apart from no bubble control. Bit of overpour because I moved it.
Shocker.
And you can see, I try and get a light on it so you can see. So I shine the light straight in. You can see there is lots and lots of bubbles.
There's a few there.
There's a lot of bubbles, and that's because I didn't do anything to stop them, and I used a wooden stick. Yep. I was trying to find something that I could put it against that would really clearly show the number of bubbles. That wasn't doing it.
No.
I don't know why you've left all this bit in.
Because this is...
And then I get my trusty old black square, and there we go.
Yeah.
Can you see all the bubbles? There's a lot. But that's an easy fix, because bubble control is... I mean, it's,
Yeah, I mean, you could either use a different spoon or a different stirrer.
I would start off with a different stirrer.
Spray it with alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Use a heat gun.
Yeah. Or a debubbler if you've got one.
If you're so inclined, you can use torches. I personally don't, because I don't like them.
So this is too much A.
Yeah. So look how bendy that is. And that, you could leave it for 1.5 years. That will never, ever cure. That will just
stay like that.
And it actually felt like jelly. That's the only way I can describe it, like a jelly.
And you can see there that it's getting your fingerprints in it as well.
Yeah, it was horrid. So this is too much. So this is too much B, which is the hardener. Okay,
so it should, in theory, be as bendy.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
It wasn't as bendy, but it was still very bendy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as bendy. So if I bent it in half, it would stay in that position, which is not how resin's supposed to be.
No.
So
no, you shouldn't be able to bend it at all.
No, you should not be able to bend it at all. And that will always stay the same. No matter what you do, it will stay the same. So, yeah, this one, I went to pick it up and I was like, oh, yeah, this is the one I didn't stir. So this was, I had to get a spoon not a spoon. I keep saying spoon. It's your fault.
What is it my fault?
A wooden stick to demonstrate how disgusting this is. It was just... So you can see where it's tried to cure, but literally nothing. So at this point, you can't do anything, because if you try and scrape that out of the mold and then mix it, you're not going to have the ratios correct, and you're still going to have stuff within the mold.
Yeah.
So the only thing to do is
throw it away.
No, you can clean the mold, but you can't reuse any of that resin in there.
Yeah.
So this is the one where I whipped it like a little cake.
Yeah.
And you can see how different the bubbles are. So the top one stirred stirred properly, stirred slowly. The bottom one whipped like a batter, and clearly stirring it at the correct speed is more effective.
Yeah, because you're literally whisking it.
Mm-hmm. Introducing. Now this is the one that I let dry by the window all night when it was flipping cold.
Yeah.
And it cured as it should, which I expected it to because it had the right ratios.
Yeah.
But can you see you've got the little sort of patches of, I think they call it an anime bloom or something. It's where it's not been able to give off the right temperature. And so if you cure your items in a room that's too cold, you will get these
little white spots.
Little blemishes. And there's not really anything you can do about them because they're part of how it's cured.
It needs the heat for the exothermic reaction.
Yeah, so if it's heating up and you're cooling it effectively, it's not going to work very well. Now, I was really surprised at these. This is how they came out. So they did cure-ish. But
it's very bendy.
But very, very bendy.
Yeah.
So if you put too much in, again, it's not going to cure.
But it will cure, but it'll be just very bendy.
Yeah. And I was expecting like to be able to wipe the pigment onto my glove, but yeah, it did not like too much ink.
Yeah. So this is too much mica powder.
This is too much mica powder. So this one, I thought, did I maybe not add enough? But if you look, there are so many bubbles around the edge, like so many, and you don't normally get that when you put a bit of mica powder into resin. So I think if I'd have put maybe another heap spoon, that possibly wouldn't have cured. But that was the best one. Now the glitter. What's your prediction?
I think it will cure, but I think you're going to have loads of bubbles or holes in it.
Okay, so it did cure. And there were absolutely loads of bubbles in it, loads of bubbles. And if you look, it's just not as shiny as it would be if you put a lot less in.
So what you're saying is,
less is more.
There is such thing as too much glitter.
There's not such a thing as owning too much glitter. So this is the one where I put too much paste in. And again, it dried, it cured. I expected the paste to rub off on my finger. This one actually did the best.
Yeah.
But it's possible I didn't add enough. Yeah. So this one could have been done a little bit better, I think. Anyway, on that note, if you have found this helpful, please do let us know down in the comments. And if you like this video and you'd like us to do more videos like this one, please, again, let us know in the comments and hit that like button.
Yeah, and while you're down there, why not give the subscribe a little tickle as well?
And if you've got any hypes left, feel free to give us one. It massively, massively helps us out.
Yep.
And on that note, we are going to leave it there. But hopefully we will see you in the next one.
Yeah, hope it's been informative.
Yeah, definitely. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye for now.